Hello, friends. Welcome back to Shadowplay Tarot. Friends, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Make yourselves at home. And I hope you subscribe and become part of our little community we're building here. And if you're returning, as always, I'm so appreciative, friends, that you continue to come back here and spend your precious time with me. I feel like I say this every month, but I literally can't believe it's like horoscope time. We are going to be looking into June today. We're going to be looking into what does the month of June have in store for us. We're going to be looking into what do you need to know. We'll be pulling some advice cards, and then of course we'll be doing your love reading. And this time I'm going to do something a little bit differently. I'm going to be doing a singles reading, and I will also be doing a little a situationed up reading. If you're currently involved with someone loosely, if there's someone in your energy, we're going to look into that too. So we'll see how it turns out. And so let me see if there's anything else I need to go over. I guess as always, I will mention, I will never reach out to you in the comments via DM. I will never try to get you to book a reading with me, much less get you to send me money over like a WhatsApp or any Cash app, like whatever. Like we're not doing that. The only way to book a personal reading with me is by visiting my shop. Link is down below, and I also flash it on the screen for you guys. Yeah, you can visit the shop. You can read what the readings will entail, which it's a lot like this video. They'll all be pre-recorded and they will be sent to you via a private link, and you can watch it as many times as you want. And yeah, friends, if you have any questions regarding that, the email is also on my shop, so feel free to reach out. But again, that is the only way to book a reading. There's just a lot of like scammer central going on, especially on IG, and it's just, I can't do anything about it, but all I can do is let you guys know, use your discernment, friends. All right. So, let's jump right in. We are going to go ahead and get started. And like I said, here's fingers crossed for June. Let's say goodbye to May. Whatever happened in May happened. Now let's start fresh. It's summertime. The vibe is good. Let's jump right in, friends. Hello, my Aries babies, and welcome to your June horoscope reading, friends. So today's reading, we're going to start with general messages, asking what do you need to know in the month of June? Then we'll be pulling some advice cards. And then the second part of the reading, of course, will be the love reading. This time I'm going to do two mini reads. One's going to be for singles and the other one's going to be if you're situationed up. Listen to both if you're not sure what's going on. So it happens. All right, my friends, let's get started. Let's take a moment to connect. Yeah, let's take a deep breath and see what comes through for you in the month of June. Spirit, thank you for allowing me to channel these messages for our Aries collective. What do they need to know, Spirit, in the month of June? What's going on with my Aries friends in the month of June? And what do they need to know for their highest good, Spirit? What do they need to know in the month of June? All right, I'm not going to take that, but it was the Five of Swords in reverse, which is nice because, you know, if there's any conflict or, I don't know, something that you currently experienced, it's like letting go of a lot of things, so that's good. What's going on with my Aries friends in June, Spirit? What do they need to know? We have the Knight of Pentacles with the King of Swords in reverse. We'll see what that's about. We'll see if that's you or someone else. It could be someone you're not talking to, or there's lack of clarity here. What's going on with my Aries friends? Nine of Pentacles. Six of Wands in reverse. Ace of Cups. Oh, interesting. For a lot of you, this could be this is really nice. I mean, where I'm going to keep pulling, but what I'm feeling here, you might be interested in something or someone new, and there's a lot of emotions being stirred up. And the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there's someone here you're not talking to, because now we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Or there's an issue with communication if you are on speaking terms. These two people are on different pages. Why the Nine of Pentacles? Why the Six of Wands in reverse? Why the Ace of Cups, Spirit? Why the Death card? Yeah, so earlier when I was shuffling your cards and I said I felt like you're like leaving conflict behind, I do think that there is something coming to an end when it comes to if there was like conflict with other people, or something, there was like competition or jealousy or tension. There's a shift coming to that. I feel like that's coming to an end. Let's move back over here. So I feel like it's slow and steady for you right now. I feel like you might have your eye on, you know, whatever it is you want, your goal, eye on the prize. But I don't know if you're communicating what it is you're working towards, or like, because there's something slow and steady here that you might be investing in or evaluating a situation and just kind of making plans on how to move forward. But I also feel with this Queen of Swords in reverse, I don't know if there's information that you feel you don't have, or you're not really communicating effectively, meaning like people can like mistake, not mistake, but like misunderstand, like that, you know, mistake what you're saying. I don't know why I needed to clarify that, but anyway, maybe that like you know, issue with communication is coming through. So I do think it involves another person, or, you know, yeah, it's another component to whatever this is. Like I said earlier, I don't think these two people are meeting, like they're not on the same page. I feel like you're healing as well from something, from heartbreak, from something disappointing, you know, that may have happened in the past, because I kind of feel like you're getting triggered in this situation. So whatever this is talking about, it's something new, but whatever you're dealing with, I feel like it might be not from this. So only take it as it resonates, my Aries friends. You could be getting to know someone at this stage, or maybe if this is a job, it's like a new job opportunity. It's very like early stages, like we're still having fun with it and kind of analyzing it and, you know, looking at the potential. Look how both of these people in the cards, they're literally both doing the same thing. They're looking at the opportunity and evaluating it, like turning it around, getting to know it, thinking all the things, right? How to move forward. But maybe these two people aren't letting on. If it's two people, they're not letting on that they're sizing something up, or yeah, there's a lot of air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, coming through in your reading. Also Taurus and Virgo, Scorpio. So it's funny because you're a fire sign, and normally you'll show up as something wands, you know, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, but you're showing up as being heady right now. So there's something you're analyzing, my Aries friends. I do see that you are like independent and you're like doing your own thing. You're, you know, you got your little like life on lock is kind of what I feel. Like you have all the nice things going. But you work hard for what you have. And because I feel like you've worked hard for this independence that you're currently in, and you're acknowledging that. I want to say I really am like, I'm like smiling right now because I feel like a sense of pride coming over. So it's like maybe a lot of you are at the point where you're acknowledging that you're proud of yourselves. And if you haven't, maybe that's something you need to think about, because that's a message that's coming through. But anyway, and because you know that, I feel like you're defending that, like you're defending your progress. So that makes you a little guarded, which is totally fine because you're going through, you know, whatever it is you're going through, whatever it is you're healing and letting go of. And you don't have to tell other people, but just know, like, you don't have to share what you don't feel like sharing, but just there's something about the way you speak that maybe, like I said, it could, I don't know, lead to misunderstandings. Because it's not like the other person is communicating either, is what I'm seeing. I feel like you're being triggered over here with the Six of Wands in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is getting me like the vibes that someone might be afraid that they're repeating a cycle where something couldn't be acknowledged in public or seen or brought into the light. Like, or maybe it was something that you didn't feel like you won, like whatever it was. I feel like it has to do with this, this Three of Swords moment over here. And with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, like there's something about the situation that might be triggering feelings of, am I repeating a cycle? So only you'll know, and you know, if this resonates and applies, only you'll know what those like true red flags are, or whatever that is. Because I don't know if I'm not being shown if you're repeating a cycle. I feel like these are things that you're thinking of. This does feel like new love, whatever this is, whatever you're getting to know, whatever you're moving towards slowly, but you do seem to be moving that way. It makes you feel good. It does. It could be like a new crush, a newfound love for something in your life, a work project, home, whatever it is. It feels like it's new, but there's also, I don't know if this is a fear or if this is a reality, that there's a sense that something isn't reciprocated. Maybe you feel like you care more than someone else, or or it's being shown differently and you feel like you might be overgiving, or you might feel, actually this feels like you feel like you care more than someone else does. Maybe you feel like something's more important to you than it is to someone else or something else. But you know, like I said, there is a shift coming when it comes to competition, jealousy, tension, conflict, any of that might have been, I don't know how present it is, that you might have experienced in the past. I do see that something it's like overcoming. There's something here that's coming to an end with that. What was at the bottom of the deck? Oh, it was the Four of Wands. So it feels like, I don't know, whatever happens now, I feel like you're building a solid foundation for yourself, and it's been something that you've done like on your own. Just be careful and watch your mental health, my friends, during these summer months, because I see you being very heady, when normally, my Aries friends, you're very action oriented, but it seems like you're going slow, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm into it, Aries. I like your reading. All right, let's continue. Thank you, Spirit, for all those messages. Thank you for those messages for Aries, Spirit. All right, Spirit, what advice do we have for my Aries friends in the month of June? What advice to the highest good, Spirit? What advice do my Aries friends need to hear in the month of, for the month of June, I should say, for the month of June, Spirit? What advice for my Aries friends? What advice do we have? What advice? There you are. There you are. The Emperor finally came out. Okay, so you know how I said earlier, like something's moving slow and that's not normally your energy? Maybe that's not your energy. Maybe it's the surrounding circumstances that leave things like you have to plan things out and that nothing is very spontaneous. Maybe maybe whatever it is you're dealing with, there's a busy schedule involved or conflicting schedules. Maybe there's something to work around. So, because I do see now that what's being pointed out is that there's something about holding back that is like, it's not making you happy. But again, you have emotions here, so you're like, you're standing strong. Again, there's a message here. Listen to your intuition about, listen and trust yourself when it comes to something in relating to not being seen, not being recognized, not being publicly acknowledged. So take that how it resonates. There's something here that is blocking your intuition, or you might not be trusting yourself about that. Advice for Aries in June, please. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna start to feel a little impatient. So maybe that's what it is, that when you start to get impatient, it's like, well, are you reacting or are you really feeling into this? Or the opposite, or maybe you're not seeing why something can't be brought into, I keep feeling public, but I don't know. Let me take that out, it resonates. Why the Ten of Cups in reverse? Thank you. Why the Ace of Cups? You're Aries, I feel like you're going to be kind of battling yourself and getting out of your head about this connection or this, whatever this is that you have going on. It feels like it's a new connection of some sort. Or some of you, it might be a new job or something like that. The Six of Wands in reverse. Yeah, again, like there's something about repeating a cycle. By the High Priestess in reverse. Yeah. Oh, that is the Ace of Wands. Why the Temperance in reverse? So, Aries, I feel, and then again, this King of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So this person is coming up as someone who's, they're either seen or like they themselves, like they get a lot of attention, and there's a lot of sexual like energy coming through with this person. There's someone that's really like driven by their passions and they go after the things that they want. And in this case, it could be you or you could be this person. So maybe your wants and your desires are kind of overtaking connecting and trusting yourself when it comes to something deeper than just like the physical. Some of you could even be like actively doing ritual or manifesting or something. You're trying to draw this person in. I feel like it's magic related. Maybe, you know, like maybe you're burning candles or doing something, but just make sure that you're doing this at a time or you're balanced. It's not coming from a place of want or of like, it's not that it can't be from a place of want, but it's almost like it's like more carnal than it is spiritual. Like it has more to do about the physical aspect than it does about listening and trusting yourself when it comes to like a bigger picture. Like because this feels very physical, whatever this is. So that's obviously like more so talking to someone that is dealing with a person. I'm just getting like the strong vibes here that there's something else that you may not want to be repeating. And it might be happening because you might be ignoring something or blocking something. So if that doesn't apply to you either, it feels like you're blocking something when it comes to passions and new beginnings, and it's coming from a place out of fear. So those are kind of the two things that I'm seeing here. But either way, someone here is manifesting or trying to make things happen from a place that is a little, you know, it's like you're powerful, but you may not be calling in and manifesting from the best place. Like, you might get what you want, but I don't know if it's necessarily what you need to break out of this cycle. But free will, my friends, because I do see you taking control because you're like, I want to work on this. This is something that I want to work on. I do think that the pace is kind of starting to get to you, and that kind of adds to your motivation as to why you want to speed things up and manifest. Maybe you'll be using the summer solstice in a few weeks to try to speed things up. So just be careful. You're looking, you have a wide scope of the situation, and you're really looking at everything and trusting yourself. There's a tower here, and I wonder what, I'm going to see what this tower is. And like I said, I already acknowledged that King of Swords at the bottom of the deck in reverse. So we already talked about him. I feel like there's, I don't know, the communication seems kind of weird. All right, why the tower with the 10 of Cups in reverse, Spirit? Why the tower? It's going to be unexpected communication. And someone here might give you a rain check or ask for a second chance. And I feel like that might get you in your head. So just be careful if that does happen. If someone does, out of, like, you have plans, you're going to charge ahead and something changes, or maybe you have an unexpected something that happens and someone has to go and deal with that. Again, we have Emperor. So yeah, there's something here that you're not happy about, and I'm getting like second chance vibes. All right. So, like I said, whatever it is, like, you do have feelings involved, and there is something you're trying to get out of your head. Just make sure you're trusting yourself, friends, in whatever that is. Like, you know, the situation could be that you're stressing yourself out because maybe you are dealing with something or someone new, and they are like triggering, like, you're experiencing similar things or certain things that remind you of a past situation, and that could be coming up for you. You know, so just try to tap in and temper yourself. Literally, this temperance in reverse, it's like impatient. It hasn't learned. It's like hasn't learned a lesson, hasn't learned something, and it's trying to rush things. And when we see that with the Magician, it's a little like, ooh, okay, let's just be careful what we're doing here, my Aries friends. But hey, I'll be here for you in July, and we'll see what we got to clean up. We have Aries, Pisces, Sagittarius. Yeah, I mean, it's like Scorpio vibes keep coming through. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. For a lot of you, I feel like that has to do with love, but it could be any other situation. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Let's move on to your love reading, my friends. Let's change decks. All right. Let's start off with the singles. Spirit, my single Aries friends, my single Aries babies, what can they expect in the month of June when it comes to their love life, Spirit? My single Aries friends, what can they expect in the month of June when it comes to their love life? What can they expect, my single Aries friends, in their love life in the month of June, Spirit? Feels like you're going to be getting over something. Something that in before you felt like dependent on. Oh, I'm getting level up vibes for you, single Aries friends. It's like your wisdom There's wisdom that has been gained here, gained through experience, which is nice to see because we did see that Temperance card in reverse in the first part of the reading. We have a full, oh my gosh. Wow. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. That, I was going to say that shit ain't happening. Literally. Look, she's even like, nope. Just be careful that it doesn't lead you into overdrive. If that first part of the reading felt like love for you and you are on, I was going to say on the single side, and you are single, I do see you getting over anything that you know, were going through. There's a sense here where you felt reliant on something. Something you had to leave behind and walk away. There's healing from that. There was romantic feelings involved. I don't know, for some of you, I don't know if you're going to be single for a long time. Oops. Yeah, there's a level up in the way that you love. You might feel a little on the fence sometimes, but that's okay. That's really beautiful energy. There's something here that you want to work on. Why the Fool reverse? Oh my gosh, these cards. Yeah, so the first card that wanted to come out was the Three of Swords. I should have taken it, but yeah, I feel like you're just done with situations that didn't move forward and just stressed you out. Like whatever that is, I feel like you're like, no. That's where the level up comes from. And whatever it was that experience taught you, it has to do with love. And you're still showing up as like having a lot of love to give, but you're on the fence because you don't want to be, like I said, fooled again by the Ten of Swords. Yeah, it feels like you reached the breaking point of like, here it is. And then here was the counterpart. Like there was a lot of love here, but there was also a missed opportunity. There could have been other people involved or a distance of some sort, or someone chose something or someone else. Like there could have been a choice made, but whatever it is, I feel like you're just kind of done with it. Like you reached the breaking point and now you're like getting over it in the month of June. So if this is something you recently went through, I feel like in June, like your emotional growth is going to be showing. There's also something here though, where if that first part of the reading kind of applies to you and this is a new situation that you might be dealing with, so you are still technically single, but you may be talking to someone or something like that, I feel like you're going to be very weary of the situation because you're like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to feel like that again. Like I said, it's like fool me once, you know, but yeah, there's something here about you're on the fence. Maybe you're on the fence currently about love. You show it more than other partners, perhaps. Even though there is emotion there, I'm not sure your guys' love language is the same. But there's something very wise about you, very emotionally mature. Almost like people can learn from how you love type of vibes. I like it. All right, my single Aries babies. That's what I have for you when it comes to your love life in June, my friends. Let's jump right into those of you that are situationed up. Maybe you're committed. Maybe you're not sure what's going on, but you're dealing with someone. It happens. Let's see what's going on with you. I almost dropped the deck. Spirit, what's going on with my Aries friends that are currently dealing with someone in the month of June when it comes to their love life? What's going on with my Aries friends that are currently dealing with someone in the month of June? What can you tell me about them, Spirit? What can you tell me about my Aries friends that are situationed up in the month of June? Lots of love. I feel like that's you. You're like in a lovey place, or someone is. Very understanding. There's the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe a lot of you are watching both readings. Judgment. Something about a second chance after a missed opportunity. But you are feeling defensive. You have a lot of emotion in this situation. It's your heartbreak. It's being triggered. Something here disappointed you that happened. I think it's tied into the first part of your reading. That makes you want to drop it, but there is something that comes back around and you're like, oh, I know I'm going to give it a second chance. But you're still like defensive because you're protecting your heart. Why the Queen of Cups? So remember, I said that some of you might get canceled on, or plans might fall through, something like that at the beginning part of your reading. It might be something like that, where that's like the missed opportunity. Why the Ten of Wands in reverse? Why the Ace of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah, this is going to get you really in your head. Why the Judgment card? Why the Seven of Wands and Justice reverse? Why the... Okay. All right. Listen, only you know what's going on, but it feels like what I'm seeing here, at least the Aries that I'm picking up right now, it's like you're already kind of like really emotionally invested in the situation. Like you have a lot of emotion and love in the situation. And even though you are kind of deciding what to do, how to move forward, there's like two sides to you in the situation. And now I understand that Two of Pentacles from, I think that was the singles read. So some of you could definitely be watching both. Because it feels like you're saying, I'm just dropping it. I'm over it. I'm leaving it. But it's coming from a place that you're just kind of talking. You're not really... It's almost like you're just expressing yourself. You're expressing how you need to drop this because you are triggered in some way during the month of June. There's going to be a missed opportunity of some sort. So of meeting up with someone, of connecting with someone. We had plans. We were supposed to go away, you know, depending on what level you are in your connection with the person. And I feel like it's going to get you really in your head. And because you're really in your head, just be careful how you speak, because there is something about, maybe there's going to be, maybe for some of you it's arguing, but it could be just like needless conversations that don't go anywhere. You know, even if they're not full-on arguments, they're still kind of petty in a way. Like just, yeah, there's a message here about that. But anyway, so even though you are in your head about this, that's like your fears talking, because there's something that's triggering you that was disappointing. It disappointed you. It could have hurt you in some way. But it's like, you know that this isn't over, or like, you know that there's something very long-term here. You could have, maybe you're someone who's already been together with this person or involved for a really long time. You guys have a solid foundation together. There's something very solid here. And if you haven't built that solid foundation, then there's an Aries here who sees long-term in this situation. It's like, whatever it is, there's like a deep knowing that this isn't over. It's just kind of like, you're kind of going through something over here. You get annoyed or something because something didn't go according to plan. I do feel you are going to be on the defensive side for sure. Because you're like, it's not fair. That's unfair. I'm the one doing the most. I'm doing this. You tell me that. And then it doesn't, like something like that. I feel like you're going to be very protective over the fact that something here isn't fair. There is something that is changing and ending, and it has to do with disappointment and heartbreak. So there's something here that is shifting. It could mean that you are getting out of that, but we'll see. I am going to pull another card for that. Can you tell me about this death, please, with the Three of Swords, Spirit? This is referring to, it feels like false start, or you can't trust. It feels like you feel that you can't trust something because there's a block. So something's going to have to change. One more, please. The situation is very fiery. It's like very passionate. So it's like go 1 minute, but stop the next. I don't know how reliable and consistent it is. And I feel like part of you might start to realize, if you don't already, that this level of commitment or consistency isn't going to give you possibly the results that you want. So that could be the beginning of a shift, because something is going to be shifting when it comes to that. Maybe, you know, when we check in July, it'll be you like communicated something, or, you know, I'm not seeing movement past this because I have a feeling this is going to be kind of ongoing for a few weeks, my Aries friends. All right, that's what I have for you today. Let me pull some oracle cards before we close out your reading. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. Oops. Let's see, what else can we tell our Aries friends, Spirit? What else can we tell our Aries for the month of June, Spirit? 3 cards, please. There's something very physical for someone here. We have the Hershey's Kisses. We have Kissables. We have Happy Home. And something can't be undone. So something can't be undone. There's something here that does trigger you, and maybe that's how you feel, that something can't be undone. Maybe it's something from the past that already happened that you're still kind of overcoming. We have Happy Home. I feel like that is your goal. That 4 of Wands that we saw, it's like you do want a happy home, a happy, stable structure. And like I said, I do feel like there's something very physical going on here, my Aries friends. All right, that is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my Leo friends, and welcome to your June horoscope reading. So we're going to just go ahead and jump right in. The first part of your reading will just be pulling general messages, asking what do you need to know in the month of June. Then we'll be pulling some advice cards, and then the second part of your reading will be your love reading. I will be doing 2 mini reads. One will be for singles, and the other one will be for those of you that are in a committed relationship, or maybe you're just situationed up. Maybe you're not sure what is going on and you want to listen to both. We'll see what comes through, friends. All right, let's connect. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages for our Leo friends, Spirit. What do my Leo friends need to know for the month of June, Spirit? What's going to be going on in the month of June? What do my Leo babies need to know in the month of June, Spirit? What's going on with my Leos in June? We have Judgment. I like that it's an upright. We'll see what that's about. Thank you, Spirit. What's going on with my Leo friends in June? What do they need to know about? 4 of Cups in reverse. Star card in reverse. What's going on with my Leos in June? There you are, the Sun card. What's going on with my Leos in June? What's going on with my Leos in June? Why the Judgment card? I'm normally not this quiet while I'm pulling, but I'm just taking it in because You know, it feels like you're it feels like you're going to be very detached or like ignoring something. And it might be something that you already know is like related to your mental health, because there's something here that's really it's difficult for you to deal with, but it's something you already know about. This isn't anything new that I see coming up. And I say that because with this Judgment card, it's like you already know. Why the Sun card? On the outside, you're going to be projecting like a Leo, you know, showing up in your very Leo-y ways, meaning you're going to be cute. You're, going to command attention in settings and smile. And I do think that, there is going to be joy there. But at the same time, there's something here where I think you might be putting on a little bit of a show, because I don't think that necessarily on the inside, or possibly, I don't know how your mental health is doing during this time, because it kind of feels like it's all in one, kind of tied in. Why the Six of Pentacles? So there's a situation here that I feel has been in movement, or that, I don't know, something here. Maybe it's communication you receive, but whatever this is, it's like over promising and under delivering. It's like someone here, if it's a person, they're sharing feelings with you, but they're not, I don't know. I don't want to say that they're disingenuine, but it doesn't feel like it's either all there, or I'm not really sure where it's coming from, but it feels like it kind of like it happens fast. Maybe this is you, because it feels like there's someone here who gives. Like, this is getting kind of weird, and I don't know if it's just really specific, but it feels like there's something or someone here that has enough to give. It's like, they give to the less, not calling you less fortunate or anyone else, but it's like they give to others what they need. They share what they have. But at the same time, there's a sense here where you don't want that. Like, that's not something you're interested in. Maybe you're holding back your true feelings because you don't want to feel like other people are giving you attention, money, love, like, because they feel bad. I don't know. It's something, maybe you don't want other people's fill in the blank, and that's what you don't want. Huh, very interesting. But like I said, my concern is that on the outside you're showing up as doing everything is great, but on the inside just make sure you're taking care of yourself, because it's something that you already know. I feel like there's tension here, or just conflict. It could be involving other people. And even though you're trying to get out of your head by ignoring it, there's something about it that still kind of makes you feel a little bit hopeless, or like you don't have power in the situation, even though you don't show it. All right, for signs, I mean, we have Leo coming through, Aquarius, um, Leo again. This is about you for sure. It's not like about one specific other person, I mean, but I feel like this is all you. All right, thank you, Spirit, for those messages. Let's see what advice can we get for Leo? Thank you. What advice can we give our Leo's Spirit? What do they need to know in the month of June? In the month of June, Spirit. What do my Leos need to know in the month of June? What advice? Sorry, we're asking for advice. What advice can we give them in the month of June for their highest good? It did want to be reversed. We have the Justice reversed, and we have the Devil. Temperance in reverse. So a lot of you like could knowingly be doing something that isn't good for you. And you're just like, fuck it, is kind of what I'm feeling. Because maybe it feels like you're trying to escape whatever. Maybe it's something stressful, or maybe it's escaping, letting go of feelings of conflict, tension, jealousy, when it comes to other people. And that doesn't have to be you jealous, but maybe other people. Like, I don't know. It's just like feelings like that. But at the same time, like it's with this temperance in reverse, it doesn't feel like you're thinking clearly, or you're coming from a place that, like, I feel like you already know different, or I hate to tell you, I feel like you know better, and only because whatever behavior this is can only be impacting you in not the best way. It's not for me to say negatively, but I'm just reading the energy of the cards, and this devil is telling me that there might be an overindulgence in something that like a codependency to something. Maybe you lean on something to detach from certain other things. This justice in reverse is telling me that the justice in reverse, temperance in reverse, and that star in reverse, it makes me feel like you're like, it's affecting your mental health or your spiritual health in some way. All right, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Six of Swords. Why the Justice in reverse? Leo, why do I feel like with your reads, I don't know. I don't want to come across as like, lecturing you or anything, but I don't know what this is. I just feel like it's not good for you. By the Devil. Something here is holding you back, but I feel like you know it. You've had an experience in the past that has given you a different perspective on this behavior, this thing you're a part of. Maybe it's something toxic around you, or you're dealing with a Capricorn, or the Temperance in reverse. I feel like you lean on this to de-stress. You're like telling me like, this is what I do. It might be related. Some of you might be partying. That's what I was kind of feeling. I was picking up on a Leo who maybe is like drinking, or like going out a lot, or like overindulging in foods that like aren't good for your health. Maybe there's something that happened. Maybe that if you like intake a certain something, it always makes you feel like mentally foggy the next day, or something like that it's like affecting you, but you're doing it because you're trying to put down the stresses and the whatever's going on. You don't want to worry, you want to party. I get it, but just make sure you're taking care of yourself. Why the Four of Pentacles in reverse? I'm going to take that reverse because I do feel like there's something here that oh, Leo, I feel like I've said this to you before, and I'm so sorry. Like, I'm not your accountant and I'm not your mother, but I'm going to tell you, watch your spending, because if you are overindulging in some way, whether it's alcohol, weed, food, all of the price of that adds up. So just make sure that, because I see a lot of resources wasted, and it gets you out of your comfort zone a bit. There's something here that might be, just watch that. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't like to give those kinds of messages, but that's what's coming through, my friends. You might be going through a stressful time and trying to party it away, or maybe it's not even that you're going through something stressful. Maybe it's the summertime. You like to go and do things, but they're affecting you in some way. So that's what's being highlighted here. Oops. Let me toss it again. Yeah, reverse. Yeah, so it feels like you're trying to get away from something, but it just doesn't feel good. It's you're trying to get away from something, but at the same time, it doesn't feel good. It's like blocking your emotions. Like I said, I feel very like it almost like leaves you foggy of some sort. I do think you have a lot of information when it comes to however your body or your mind reacts to certain behaviors. So like I said, I'm sensing that there's self-awareness in the situation, but you also could be choosing. We all have free will, so now that you know that, I mean, at least let the money factor, you know, try to keep that in mind, and maybe that'll help you. Um, if you even want to. If not, then go do your thing, Leo. I'll be here in July. We have reading for you again. We have Scorpio vibes, Libra, Sagittarius, and water signs as well. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right, those were your general messages, my friends. I hope that resonated. Don't hate me. Don't hate the messenger. That's what I told Aquarius too. I felt bad. All right, my friends. Now for my singles in love. Singles in love, Spirit, thank you so much for all those messages for my Leos. What can you tell us about our single Leos when it comes to their love life in the month of June, Spirit? Single Leos. Where are you at, single Leos, when it comes to their love life, Spirit, in the month of June? What's going on with them? What's going on with my single Leos? Oh no, not the Aries cards coming through. Not that Six of Wands in reverse. Let's see what's going on with my Leos. Oh, I see you being single and not happy about it. No, I don't know if that's why you're not happy, but someone here is not happy. But you are coming off as single. Let's see, are you ready to mingle or are you ready to run for the hills? What's going on with my single Leos in June, Spirit? You're single and you're not happy about it because you feel like, hey, I'm a freaking prize. Why is I haven't had my time to shine. I'm ready. I'm ready for forward movement. I'm getting Cancer energy coming through, Taurus, Virgo. What's going on for my single Leos? Why the Nine of Pentacles, Spirit? You might feel like you only attract partners that are non-committal. They're hot, they look good, there's sexual chemistry, but they might not stay long, or they don't give you what you want. Why the Six of Wands in reverse? So there is, like, I feel like you know what you want when it comes to family and commitment and home. And I feel like it's like slow moving to get there, but you're showing up as like working towards that. Like, I feel like you're working towards it, even if the progress is slow. Like, there's something very logical about what you're doing here when it comes to maybe to getting to a different place when it comes to your current situation. So I'm picking up on a Leo here that's single but doesn't want to be single. And getting out there, but like not feeling seen. I also feel like, again, there's this, I'm going to take these, there's a level of awareness here that you're like, you don't want toxic partners. Like, you want someone that's willing to put in the same amount of work as you, that wants to work on themselves, on the relationship. Because I feel like there's something here that you're like, that's not what you want anymore. Like, you may have had that already and that's not what you want. You do want movement forward, but I do see that there is kind of fear surrounding that because maybe things get to you. I'm feeling late, like up late, like not like, again, there's a sense here of not having victory, or maybe scrolling online, trying to see if there's someone new on the dating pool, and it's like not seeing it. Why the Five of Swords, Spirit? What's this Moon card about? What's the Moon card about? The wait. You want forward movement, but something here, it's like you've been waiting a long time. Someone here could have been single for a long time. Why the Death with the Five of Swords? Feeling conflicted. It feels like, this doesn't feel like it's conflict with someone else. I don't know if maybe you're like mentally conflicted when it comes to something. Because I do feel like you've been waiting for a while, and that's part of the fear that creeps in. Like, man, maybe you're, thinking of where you are in life and where you want to be, and there's someone here who's like ready for it, but you're also coming up in an energy where you're single, you're independent, and you're working hard for what you have, but you yourself also have like elevating that's going to be happening. So during this time of what stage you're currently at, you are attracting partners that don't seem to commit, and maybe they are here for only the fun and the passion. So I already kind of talked about how I do feel like you are trying to drop like past toxic cycles. You want someone that's going to work on themselves, be willing to put in the work. But I'm also seeing that there's something in June that you're going to be conflicted about. Maybe it's communicating with someone, ending communication with someone, but whatever it is, there's somehow a wish tied into it, a wish fulfillment. I do see that there is going to be something ending. And I don't know if that's part of what you wanted, but it has to do with conflict. So maybe it's the end of you feeling conflicted over something, and that's where there's going to be progress. This month, I don't necessarily see anyone new coming into the picture. I do see something transforming, and it's going to be in your favor. But yeah, I kind of think it's going to be, well, I don't know. You could write me back and tell me it was the most epic month ever. But I was just going to say, I think it's going to be kind of a chill month. I feel like you're going to be kind of going within, or these are things that you're going to be thinking of throughout the month. And maybe there are like new people that you reach out to and talk to, especially if you are on the dating apps. So there could be a change by the end of June when it comes to, I don't know who's in your inbox, my Leo babies. All right, my friends, we have Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, heavy on the Scorpio vibes. All right, let's move on to my situationed up Leos. Those of you who are in a committed relationship, or maybe you're not sure. Maybe you're not sure and you're just kind of dealing with someone. It happens. Let's see what's going on with that group. Thank you, Spirit. What can you tell me about my Leos that are currently dealing with someone in the month of June when it comes to their love life, Spirit? The Leos that are dealing with someone. What's up with their love life in the month of June? What's up in the month of June for my Leos that are currently dealing with someone, Spirit? We have the Eight of Swords with the Star card. My Leos dealing with someone. So it feels like someone is going to be really in their heads, like kind of like stressing about something. But there is, like, you are hopeful. You're going to be hopeful in the month of June that there is a new beginning coming to the current situation. It's going to be a new chance at love. I feel like you're hopeful about that. Something that's a new beginning that's going to make you feel really good. Interesting. Look how both of these cards came out at the same time. Upright and reverse, the Three of Swords. This could have involved more than one other person, doesn't have to be, but it feels like you're letting go of heartbreak, but not fully. I think there's still something here you're letting go of. Or there's something you're letting go of, but there's still something here that isn't fully falling away. Why the Eight of Swords? You're in your head about your home or your foundation. Maybe your current relationship. There's fears there. Why the Star card? Why the Fool? Yeah, I feel like you're very hopeful that the pressure is going to relieve soon, and you guys are going to be starting something new. Some of you could actually be moving, and it's bringing I don't know. Maybe some of you are moving in together or something like that, because it has to do with home. And I am seeing movement here, not for everyone, of course, but I do feel like there's something new that is beginning, and it feels like it's a long-term commitment. It's something very stable, very committed. I like it. This Ace of Cups and the Justice, something here is going to be really fair and balanced, and it's going to be a new stage of love. Why the Three of Swords in reverse? This is going to help you heal from something that you felt wasn't reciprocated, or someone was overgiving in a situation. It's going to be healing in that way. Why the Three of Swords upright? But there's still pain here surrounding another person outside of the relationship. If it's not another person, it's something else that didn't work out or that was affecting. I'm seeing too many threes here. It doesn't have to do with just two people. Anything else, Spirit? I feel like the messages aren't done. I feel like there's going to be healing regarding a partnership that is in disunion or didn't work out. You're going to be evaluating where you've been investing and what's worth it and what's growing and what needs to go. So there's a real sense here of in the past overgiving, and there's like bringing balance back to it. I like it. You're like in a transitional space between healing something and fully letting something go, but you're still hanging on to something in regards to something didn't work out. Could have been a partnership. Like I said, it could have been involving someone else. My Leo friends, those of you who are coupled up. I'm into it. There's a new phase coming, a new stage, renewed emotions. But like I said, maybe some of you are moving into a better place or moving into a new direction. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. Let's pull some oracle cards for you before we close out your reading, my Leo babies. Thank you, Spirit. What else can we tell our Leos for the month of June, Spirit? 3 cards, please. All right. We have slow communication coming in. Incoming messages, AOL Instant Messenger. So maybe you'll be getting a DM. That's a message for someone. And then we have the Game Boy. Don't play their game. So something here, maybe you feel like someone played games. Maybe you were the Game Boy. And then we have Yoo-hoo, sweet surprise coming in 3, 2, 1. I do think you are going to be hearing from someone. Maybe there's going to be a lot of fun there. All right, my Leo friends, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading and don't hate me. I'll catch you at the next one, hopefully. Hello, my Sagittarius friends, and welcome to your June horoscope reading, friends. Let's jump right in. As always, we're going to be starting with general messages. This will, it could be about work, family, love. We'll see what comes through. We're going to be asking Spirit, what do you need to know in the month of June? Then we will be pulling some advice cards. And then we'll move on to the second part of your reading, which is your love reading. I will be doing 2 short reads one will be for singles, and the other one will be for those of you who are coupled up, situationed up. Maybe you're not sure what's going on and you needed to listen to both. So we'll see what kind of information we can get for you. Let's jump right in. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages for my Sagittarius friends. Spirit, what do my Saggies need to know in the month of June? What do my Saggies need to know in the month of June, Spirit, for their highest good? What do they need to know in the month of June? What do they need to know in the month of June, Spirit? All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Five of Swords, and the Three of Swords in reverse. All right, you're planning on how you're moving forward, and you don't care what anyone has to say, because I feel like there's something very healing about this for you. You're letting go of disappointments and heartbreak. We have the Empress reverse with the Chariot. Just be careful you're not charging ahead to the point that you're like not taking care of yourself. We'll see what this Empress in reverse is about. What's going on with my Saggies? There's Capricorn energy coming through. Why the Knight of Pentacles? Why the Five of Swords? Which way did that want to be? All right. And why the Empress in reverse, Spirit? The Fool card, with the Empress in reverse. Why the Chariot? And why the Devil card? Very interesting here. The energy that I'm getting. So some of you, this could have to do with family. If you have kids, possibly. Doesn't have to be, but I was just shown the Ten of Cups with that Page of Cups, where the Empress in reverse with the Fool. Yeah, so I'm going to stand by what I said. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself, because it feels like you're kind of like really ready to move forward. There's a situation here that feels imbalanced, and I'm actually being shown that in different places, but very strongly with this Justice in reverse and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you or something could have been overgiving in a situation, and what you're getting back from it, it's like not worth it or not fair, or there's something here that I feel like isn't giving you what you're putting into it. If it's your time, money, energy, love, whatever that might be. But I feel like you recognize that and you have a plan, or you're trying to come up with a plan. It feels like there's conflict involving this. I don't know if it's other people talking or you being conflicted in your mind about it, something someone else said or did, what someone else is saying or doing. But if that's the case, just know that this is like coming from a place where it's just taking from your confidence in some way. So this could be a distraction. Only take that as it resonates. But I am seeing that someone's confidence is taking a hit here, and it's something that it's kind of petty. It's not important is the message that I'm getting. I'm not minimizing whatever this is or your feelings about it, but just know that there's something about it that is just kind of knocking you off balance, and you don't need that right now. I do think that you are getting over something that was disappointing to you, but there's a sense here of like you're just over it. It's not fair, but you're over it. Something feels very restrictive for you, like you can't grow. Maybe you try and keep doing different things and new ideas, and it just feels like there's something about your growth that you may not like be happy with or feeling. Maybe it's just you're involved in other things and can't really pour onto yourself the nurturing that you need. But there's something here that there's a new journey you're on, or you're going to be beginning, but it kind of puts you on the back burner. It's like you're the one, maybe it's a leap of faith that you took when it came to something, but it feels like you're the one that, I don't know, if you don't have time for yourself, no time for rest, no time for anything. And that's showing up in your reading. Because I feel like when I see this and I see your confidence is down, it's like, yes, you could be working in the physical world, but you need to feel it. Like there's something here that you're not in tune when it comes to your feelings about something. It's very masculine, strong, like emperor vibes, which is awesome because it's like boss energy. So if there's a lot that you take care of, or if there's, whatever it is, like whatever you're the boss of in your own life, I feel like, yes, there's movement forward, but it might be at a cost to like you, if that makes sense. With this Chariot card and the Seven of Wands, like, yeah, you're defensive and you're going to keep fighting. You're fighting for this. You're fighting to keep going. You're fighting to move ahead. You're fighting to get ahead. But again, there's something kind of toxic in this energy. Something here wants you to just kind of get back in touch with how you feel. Like, for love of the game, like, where's the love? Like, where is that taking you? How do you feel about it? Because it feels like something here might be to the point of we're not viewing it like, I don't know, there might be something like obsessive, or the hard work. It's not even like that, it could be obsessive if you're obsessive about your work, and maybe this is like workaholic coming through, but there's a sense here that it's coming at the cost of you in some way, whether that's your self-care, your health, your rest. When was the last time you did something for yourself, just yourself, like that, those kinds of things. All right, we have Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming through, and Taurus and Virgo. All right, my friends, let's ask for what advice Spirit has for you. Because y'all are doing lots of things, all the things. You're charging ahead. But let's make sure you're not trampling over yourself in the process. Thank you, Spirit. What advice do we have for my Sagittarius friends? What advice do we have for the Sagittarius collective, Spirit, in the month of June for their highest good? What advice can we give them, Spirit? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Spirit, what do they need to know? We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. We have the Magician in reverse. What advice for my Saggies? Yeah, there's something about sleep here. Lack thereof, I should say. Advice for my Sagittarius. Why the Ace of Wands in reverse? Why the Magician in reverse? Why the Nine of Swords? Wow. Yeah, I feel like you're very stressed out, my friends. I'm feeling it. And so I want you to know that, like, I'm getting like lack of hydration, lack of nutrition, lack of sleep, like lack of those basic human things that you actually need to survive. Like, there's something here that's feeding the cycle. It's like, even if this is night scrolling online and you're seeing things that make you feel self-conscious about what you're doing or how you're doing it, or makes you get upset, but it's like no one else knows. Like, it's just taking a toll on you. Like, it could be anything like that, and it keeps you feeling stuck and like you don't have the power. There's a sense here where you have a sour taste in your mouth when it comes to other people. I don't know if it's other people having fun or old friends you used to have fun with, or you're just rejecting the idea of fun or social, or I don't know. It's like the passion is gone, the spark is gone, and that's being pointed out. I feel like you do have the power to break out of this energy, and they do want to tell you that you are on a path that's like a new cycle. Whatever this new thing is, it's like you broke whatever old cycle was living out for you. But there's also something here about you taking control, which you are. Let me go back to that. Let me finish pulling because I don't want to mess up what I'm saying. Let's see. Why the Fool? Why the Fool? Why the Seven of Swords in reverse with the Fool? We're going to take that up right. All right. So what I wanted to say over here, it's not that you aren't taking control. It's like, no, I know you are. Like, we know you are. We know you're moving ahead. But what we want to kind of stop and kind of think about, or just kind of evaluate, it's yes, you're moving ahead, but are you in surviving mode or in thriving mode? Because I'm kind of seeing that you're in survival mode. And maybe you have a chance here to turn that into thriving mode, but that requires an inner it's an inner shift, because now we're talking about checking ourselves for whatever behaviors we might be self-inflicting in the situation that aren't helping us, that are, like I said, if you find yourself scrolling online and you start comparing, maybe if you know you do that, maybe you just start staying away from certain people's pages. Like, I know it sounds so dumb and so, like whatever, like not, well, that's easy advice, or that's not even advice because it's so basic. Like, whatever it is, I'm just like kind of putting it into perspective, where there could be little things like that that we can start checking ourselves on that could start to make us feel better. If you already know that you're literally not doing anything from the hours of 10 p.m. to midnight other than scrolling, maybe you try to go to bed at 11, and then maybe the next week you see how you feel, and maybe you start going to bed at 10:30 instead of scrolling. Like, just little things like that. Drink more water throughout the day. Like, don't just live off of carbs like I do sometimes. And I feel it, and it affects my mental health. Like, we're talking about, it's bigger than just like one thing, because I feel like this all starts with how you feel about yourself. Because no matter how much progress you might make on the outside, and that might be good for the ego, but what's good for the spirit? And that's kind of the message that I'm getting here. It's time to get back in touch with how we feel, and what's there, and what feels good to us. Because right now I feel like there's a rejection of something. There's something you don't want. And maybe it's recognizing people that aren't good for you, or that were toxic to your environment, and that's what you're staying away from. But just know you do have the power to call in the right people, the right opportunities, the right circumstances, the resources, whatever it is, you have the power and you can do that. Even if right now in this moment you feel like you don't. I do sense, like I said, there's so much stress and anxiety coming through in this part of your reading, and it's just an acknowledgement of that. There is advice here, since this is your advice portion, but I do see you walking away from things that aren't fulfilling you. Like, it could be things that have been around for a while, a person, place, or thing. It's time to bring fairness and justice back to yourself in the situation, and it's time to walk away from those things. Like earlier I was saying, maybe it's slightly changing your habits, and something that you're walking away from is past behaviors. It could be something like that, but it's something that's just going to bring more balance into your life. This will, if you do walk away from these things, this will give you mental clarity. There's a very strong message here about thinking very clearly and making a mind over heart, habit, emotional, whatever it is. It's like knowing better and doing better. It's going to bring you clarity, and it's also going to help you get over things that that are still with you. I see you getting over feelings that you just don't need to be having, like that Five of Swords that we saw earlier. So I do see this new journey. Whether or not you're on it yet, it is going to require you to be very authentic, almost like an authentic boss or an authentic person in how you give. Maybe this is being more authentic with those that you give to, in whatever way that is. If you've been wearing a mask and maybe hiding how you truly feel, there's something here tied into how we give to people. This could be you, if you're, like I said, boss energy, if you're a boss and you pay people, or if someone relies on you for something with the Six of Pentacles, I see you giving from a very authentic place. All right, my Saggies, we have Aries coming through. We kind of have all the signs. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Lots of Aries. Thank you, Spirit. Let's move on to your love reading now, my Saggies. I hope that was helpful. And Spirit, let's check into my single Saggies. What's going on for them in the month of June? Oh, what's going on for them in the month of June, Spirit? My single Sagittarius friends. In love, what's coming up for them in June, Spirit, when it comes to love? What's going on with my singles in June? We have the 10 of, I was going to say the 10 of commitments. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse with the 3 of Swords in reverse. So I am going to pull the 3 of Cups because that card did want to keep showing itself when I was shuffling. I feel like you're going to be socializing a lot, getting together with friends. Someone here, there's a Sagittarius that could be getting out of a long-term commitment, and hanging out with other people is really going to make you feel better. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. Someone could be procrastinating or stalling, or maybe just speaking negatively about a situation. But we do have the 9 of Cups. I like it. I feel like part of you is going to be like, I want to go out and have fun, and it does make me feel better. But maybe part of you is like a little like negative about it, or you're stalling actually doing it for some reason. Maybe you don't feel like you're ready to go back out there. And you're like, I'm still healing. I still need a break. There's a wish fulfillment coming for you in June. I pulled a lot of cards for you. Why the 10 of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah, I feel you're overcoming something long-term that didn't work out. Even if it's not a past relationship that you got out of, it feels like if it's a long-term job, or maybe you healed some long-term family, how you viewed family or stability, it feels like you're overcoming something. And in releasing this heartbreak, it is a new beginning. I like it. It's fresh energy when it comes to your love life in June, my friends. Hanging out, you're no longer stressing. Maybe you're dealing with a younger fire sign. Doesn't have to be, but it feels like you're not really letting this go. This Page of Wands in reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're just on the fence of whether or not you're like healed enough to be out on these streets, or if you even want to be, or if you just want to be alone with your thoughts in the month of June. So some of you could be meeting someone new that does kind of it heals you, and I feel like you feel seen. Maybe you're coming out of a long dry spell of meeting someone that you actually like, or in this way, or someone that kind of sees you in this way. There's something about it that feels really good. There's something here about socializing and just no longer being worried like you used to be. It's a very nice release of this energy. But at the same time, there's someone or something here that you're having a difficult time letting go of. This could have been someone you had a lot of fun with and it just didn't take off. Or like I said, maybe it's you're having a hard time letting go of speaking negatively about past experiences or something like that. You do have a wish fulfillment that's coming in. It feels like it's something very nurturing. With this Queen of Pentacles, it's like mother energy, but it's also like boss energy and someone who can take care of their home. It's like this person's seen as a prize. They are a prize. And maybe this is you elevating up to that because you feel like you're like queen of your realm. Even if you're not a queen, you know, it's like royalty of your own realm. It feels really nice. So regardless of what it is that you're having a hard time letting go, there's other healing energies going on around you. I see that you did do healing and there's a letting go of stress and conflict when it comes. This could have been a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that you were dealing with. Doesn't have to be. It was someone that had a lot of emotion, but at the same time, they didn't show it. They could have shown it, but not in a way that maybe you needed or want, maybe different type of love language. This could also be you showing up in the reading as just maturing in love, but also not wearing your heart on your sleeve. We already kind of talked about this, how I feel like you're undecided if you want to stay in or if you're for these streets. You're like, I still have healing to do. I might just want to stay away. I do see, though, that you'll have some fun. All right, my singles, that is what I have for you. We have Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries. You guys have had lots of Aries. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Strong on the Scorpio vibes coming through. Maybe someone here will be dealing with a Scorpio. All right, now let's see for those of you who are committed, situationed up, coupled up, not sure what's up. I got you. Thank you, Spirit. What can you tell me about my Saggies that are currently connected to someone? What's going on with them in the month of June, Spirit? What's going on with them and the person that they're connected to? What's going on in my Saggies love life in the month of June? What's up with the person they're connected with? What's going on with my Saggies in the month of June? Oh, wow. You're going to be getting communication. Clear communication, it feels like. Someone's going to tell you what's what. I mean, this could be you. Expect communication if you've been waiting on it. It feels like it's... It feels like it's very, I was going to say it's going to be good. It feels like it's healing, whatever this person is going to be relaying, coming towards you. They're going to be very clear and it's going to be healing. There's that Page of Wands in reverse. They're stalling. Someone here is stalling. So if it's you or if it's them, it feels like they're stalling. Y'all, they're trying to get like the confidence or like they're trying to manifest. Hopefully they're not trying to manipulate with what they say. I'm going to keep looking into it. What's going on with my Saggies? Seven of Wands. So maybe this is someone who is trying to heal something with you. Something that was unbalanced. Why this King of Swords? Why the Knight of Swords? Be careful if you are expecting communication. I feel like this doesn't just come out of the blue. I feel like it might be something that you're waiting for, but just be careful because I feel like this person might try to manipulate something. They're going to come in with something that sounds very solid and very long-term, and maybe it is, but don't let their words pull you away from what feels right to you. Trust yourself and the intuition. Don't listen fully to their, I mean, I'm not telling you not to listen. I'm just saying, listen to their words, but also like see with your third eye what is going on. Stay aware. It's like someone here wants to bring truth and clarity to the situation, but they're very undecided and they're stalling. They're going to tell you that they want to work on this for the long term. Why the Magician in reverse? Temperance. Yeah, someone here's, someone here could be feeling like powerless because they're just trying to be patient and heal in the situation and just wait. By the Seven of Wands. Someone here's fighting to not leave, or to stay. Fighting to stay, perhaps. There's like defensive energy at the same time with like not moving away or not going away. But it's also not really getting to a better place. So we'll talk about that in a second. What is this King of Swords going to be? Tell me more about this King of Swords with the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, so for someone here, this feels like someone is talking marriage, or like someone is talking about the next level of commitment that's going to like be for the long term. So, but I feel like at the same time they're speaking, someone here isn't trusting themselves. So just make sure that you trust yourself, and especially in the situation, because someone's going to move towards you. I mean, I'm talking to Sagittarius in at least one of you, because someone here really wants to elevate up your relationship, whatever this is, take it to the next level. It feels like marriage vibes for a lot of you, or something very stable and very traditional, something that's like expected. But at the same time, someone here is not listening to themselves, not trusting themselves, or disconnected from their own intuition when it comes to this situation. I'm getting Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini vibes. So this is going to be healing in the sense that you're going to see, and they're going to show you, they're probably going to tell you that they want to work on this. Like this is a priority. This is something that they want to put work into. I feel like someone is stalling here and bringing this truth or a revelation, which is what it feels like. And they're very undecided. I don't know if they're undecided how they want to do it or when they do it. Maybe this could be even you, that you're going to be undecided how you want to move forward, because you might feel a little negatively about this Page of Wands sometimes could be someone who vents or who kind of doesn't really see the positive in the situation. So there's kind of something like that. Like I said, with this Magician in reverse, talking about all this communication, listen to yourself. And if you feel like you might be being manipulated in the situation because someone's telling you what they think you've been wanting to hear, then listen to yourself. I'm not saying that that's the case. I don't see that this person is ill-intentioned, but I do see that they want the outcome that they want. And in order to get that, they might say things in a certain way that they know will kind of get you there. Or this could be vice versa, because this is the Sagittarius card, this Temperance card right here. That is Sagittarius, but it almost feels, I don't know if you're the one, if there's something here that you're trying to manipulate, or if you just don't feel powerful in a situation. I do think you're going to be on guard, and you are going to have your you're going to be a little defensive, or like someone here wants to keep fighting for something. I don't see, like I said earlier, someone here is like fighting to stay, or the defensiveness is kind of keeping you guys from getting to a better place. Now, very interesting, because it's like someone's over here trying to talk all the nice things. Hey, I got an idea. Let's get married. Or, hey, I have an idea. Let's, If, you know, we buy a house, like whatever it is, it just feels like a leveling up of commitment. And maybe it's not even that serious. So whatever the next level up for you and this person would be, I mean, for some of you, it just feels very long term and it feels very traditional. So it doesn't feel like it's young communication. I mean, I know not all Sagittariuses are this committed, but someone's trying to be. All right, my Saggies, that's what I have for you. Let's pull some oracle cards before we close out your reading. And you guys will have to let me know how that goes. That's literally the only reading that I've seen that level of commitment someone's trying to bring in. And someone else is on the fence. That's funny. Thank you, Spirit. What else can we tell my Saggy friends, Spirit? What else can we tell my Sagittarius friends? 3 cards, please. Alt. All right. We have light bright. What does that say? We have light bright. The future's looking bright. Keep positive. I kept saying someone here might be a little negative. Is that you guys? Little negative Nancy's there. Thanks for the memories with a disposable camera. Maybe that means something to someone. And we have another telephone. Well, I said another telephone, but there isn't another one. Answer the call, Spirit. Trust yourself. That High Priestess in reverse. Try to get back in alignment with how you feel about something and what's right for you, what feels right and what feels wrong. Trust yourself. All right, my friends, that's what I have for you today, my Saggies. I hope that you're all have an amazing month. And yeah, I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.